Welcome back to Precision Trader University. In today's video, once again, I want to show you how to take advantage of the most powerful trading tool that's out there, and that is Bookmap. All right, Bookmap. Now, again, a lot of people don't see the value in Bookmap. Okay, they don't think that being able to visually see where all the major liquidity is hiding out in the market is valuable. Well, it is, I'll be honest with you, it is useless unless you know how to take advantage of it. Okay. And to make it as extremely simple as possible here, Bookmap allows you to see that big money is hiding their liquidity. They're sticking it on $5 increments. Okay. That's, if there's nothing else you take away from this video, understand that on $5 and even more so $10 increments, that is so much buying and selling looking to be done around those levels. Now, the question is, can you take advantage of those levels? Because unfortunately, a lot of people think, oh, when it just gets there, I'm going to buy. Or again, there's nothing, you have to have a strategy or strategies to be able to take advantage of this high liquidity. Because again, just knowing that there's going to be a lot of buying and selling there. So for example, Bookmap allows you with these orange and red heat map lines here, allows you to see that, yeah, there's a ton of buying, selling that's getting ready to take place on all of these $5 increments. So can you take advantage of it when it gets there? That's the question, right? So ultimately, that's what I help my traders to learn how to do, is to be able to precisely take advantage of these levels. Because again, once it gets to these levels, the money comes quick, okay? The moves come quick. So it's one of those that you're not going to have to be hanging around for an extended period of time. If you take advantage of right on these levels, okay, you're going to be able to make your money or find out that you're wrong really, really quick. There isn't going to be a need to be able to, hang around for hours and hours on end. No, you're going to be able to get in there and get out. Because again, my goal is to help traders to be able to make, within the first 2 to 3 hours of the day, make realistic part-time and full-time income. Okay, that is your goal in your first 1 to 3 years in PTU. Get to the point where you're consistently making part-time and full-time income. And again, in the server, we share our, whenever we hit those targets every day, part-time, full-time income. And yeah, it's that's ultimately what your goal should be. It's not the $10,000 or, oh, I made $5,000 on this trade. All that, again, guys, you take that stuff with a grain of salt. Okay. I mean, you're literally, these people are saying, oh, I'll make $5,000, trying to make it look like they make $5,000, $10,000 like it's nothing. It's like, no, that's just not something for 99% of traders that's going to be sustainable. Well, what is sustainable is being able to take advantage of the market for the first 2 to 3 hours of the day, get in there, make your part-time, full-time income realistic number each and every day. That's realistic. The other stuff, like I said, you take it with a grain of salt. So the question is how to take advantage of these $5 increments. Okay, we have I teach my traders 4 extremely high probability price action strategies based on these $5 increments that Bookmap opens the curtain on, that allows us to see that on these $5 increments, lots of buying and selling. So for example, today we took three entries today. Let me show those to you. Okay. In our trading Discord, again, these come out before the fact. For example, here, sent out Microsoft. So the play was entry the 345 and 346, because we know that we got a beautiful little sweet spot, a $1 range that we can take advantage of. So we can take advantage of 345, playing free pullback money there, and also to 346 on this play. So, and as you can see here, the stock was at 343 when this play was sent out. So you had, it was still $1 plus away before it got there. So plenty of time to set your alert, be prepared to take advantage of that. Okay. The other one we took advantage of was, let me see, Netflix didn't hit our target today. What was the other? Nvidia 433. Okay. Nvidia 433, and then also to Meta 280, 281. All right. So like I said, we'll look at all 3 of these real quick. And again, just go through the strategies, help you to, like I said, see the simplicity of what's taking place here. Now, again, understand everything's being entered on $5 increments or $1 within $1 of it. Everything. There's never a situation where entering outside of that range. Everything is right there because we know that that's where all, the liquidity is concentrated. So we know that's where moves are going to explode from, start from, the momentum. And we also know that that's where the free pullback money, the rejection money is going to come from as well. So with that said, let's jump on Meta here. So the play for Meta was 280 and 281. So let's see how those panned out. So again, we know the market gravitates towards major levels of liquidity. So again, it's gravitating into these $5 increments. All right. So with that said, we get up to today, we suck right into this. Okay. So again, for example, if you're looking at trying to have a bias at the open and you look down here at the open and it's, there's not near as much liquidity below within $10 as there is above, your bias is automatically to the upside. Okay. Now, again, why do we step in front of a stock at certain $5 increments, but not others? Well, that's where knowing the ATR comes in. So I teach my traders how to understand where's your level 1 ATR, your level 2, and your level 3. Okay. So that helps you to see what is this stock's potential. Okay. It's kind of like how full the gas tank is on this stock. Some stocks only have, a quarter of a tank, some have a half a tank, and some have a full tank. So understanding that is extremely powerful for taking advantage of these stocks, understanding the $5 increments of Bookmap. So with that said, took advantage of 280, and 281. So we see the market gravitates right into it. Again, once it gravitates into it, what are we looking for? We're looking for the market to give us around $1 to $2 of free pullback money. So from 280 and 281 to pull back to 279, close to 279 and 278. That's our sweet spot. So anyway, with that said, my Meta right here, we can see here beautifully comes up to 280. Oh, just lost my screen there. 280 and 281. Hold on, patience. All right, there we go. So it gets up here to 281, close to 281, and then bam, we dump all the way back here to 288. So there you go. Not bad. Now, again, you might say, oh, man, that's only $1, $2. You're only looking for $1, $2 with this particular strategy. Again, we have 4 of them. And again, with this particular strategy, yeah, we're only looking for $1 to $2. Okay. But again, when you start realizing, okay, whenever I can be extremely precise here. I'm entering within 30 cents of this $5 increment or if I'm playing the $1 push through, okay, I'm entering within 30 cents of that level. Right? I'm being very, very precise. This is not sloppy. So, and I can throw down, for example, my traders, we like to throw down between 100, 150 to 300 shares, per level. So for example, here on 180 or here on 280, bam, it gets to 280. We don't get our pullback. They go straight to 281. We're able to get, that allows us to be able to get even more. Because again, the way I teach my traders is half your position is for the $5 increment. And then you save another half of a position for the potential that it's going to go through $1. Okay. And then come back. So the idea is you're in 150 to 300 shares around 280. And then at most you're at, when it goes up here close to 281, you're at 300. You're now at 300 to 600 shares. So with that said, you get ultimately ends up being a nice $3 dump here off of just under 281. And yeah, it's just a really, once you start being very precise and you start playing adequate size, you can start, it doesn't take long to start hitting that $100, $200, $300 mark for the day. Because again, my goal is to help traders. You only need 1 to 2 trades per day, which is very easy for us to get. Okay. Every single day, 1 to 2 trades per day to be able to hit that part-time or full-time income target. Okay. So yeah, not bad at all. So again, if you start focusing, again, it's going to take so much pressure off of you and your trading. Again, if you can just start having realistic profit targets. Because again, once you get to the point where you can make part-time and full-time income, that, normal Americans make with your trading, then at some point you're going to be able to increase your size. And then all of a sudden now you can take that to, okay, instead of making, 60 to 100,000. Okay. Now I'm making, 100 to 200,000 in time. But again, that doesn't happen overnight. Again, do not come into the trading industry and just think just because now you're going to click click buttons for 2 or 3 hours a day, which is extremely easy whenever you just look at the context of it, that all of a sudden you deserve to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, don't let the trading industry fool you on that one. So anyway, so that was our meta play. Another play we took advantage of was Microsoft. Okay. Took advantage of Microsoft on 245. 245. Oh, no, I think it was just 246. Was it 245? No, I think it was 245 and 246. Okay, yeah, I think we took advantage of 245 and 246 on Microsoft. Okay, let me put this on none so I can move it around. Okay, so now you can see, man, I don't know why that's doing that today. Okay, all right, so with that said, we get up to 245 here, $5 increment, bam, 245, we dump back down to 243. So again, we're scaling out all in this area. So again, say you have 200 shares there, and you scaled it all off there close to 240 or 344 on the dollar dump. It's close to $200 right there. Bam, there you go. Right there. Okay. And then guess what? It comes up to, now again, when it comes back up, another key point here, guys, we're playing virgin levels. Okay. One of the most important things to our strategy is we're playing virgin levels. We're not playing the second and third and fourth time that it comes to these major liquidity at $5. We're playing the virgin. Okay. We want that first touch. Okay. First touch in that range. Okay. That's going to give you the highest probabilities of success. Because what happens? It comes up here second time, and this time, guess what? Bam, blast up, gets to, okay, our $1 push throughs. Because our push through strategy is our other strategy that we absolutely love, especially right now with the volatility in the market. The push through strategy is the highest probability strategy in the stock market, bar none. I don't care what anybody says. I will put this strategy up against any other strategy out there, and it's not even close. Okay, not even close. So anyway, so we get this $1 push, and then when you get this $1 push through a $5 increment, it's like clockwork. They got to come back and retest on the $5 increment. If you just spend the rest of your life playing entries that push through a $5 increment, okay, entering close to $1 above there within the 30-cent range of the dollar push above, and then play that back into the $5 increment. If you just do that for the rest of your life, rest of your trading life, I can assure you, you are going to be the highest probability trader that you will ever meet. So yeah, it's like I said, I've looked at all the strategies, guys, and there's nothing that remotely touches the probabilities of the push through strategy and the SML, which is right at the $5 increment. So please keep that in mind there. So with that said, we got up here close to 246, ends up dumping all the way back to 244. Nice $2 dump there. So again, say you got 200 shares here, reasonable amount of shares again. And you say, man, how can you play shares? Well, we're using prop firm capital, guys. You can do this with options as well. And again, if you're going to play options, especially buying options, expiration week, these two strategies are the highest probability option strategies, the safest, highest probability option strategies you're going to get. Because again, you're in there and out. You're not in there for any significant amount of time. There's no theta decay that you're going to be dealing with on these. Look how fast this happens. 2, 4, 6, 6 minutes there. Okay. In this case, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 minutes there, 8 to 10 minutes. Again, that's the kind of stuff you want when you're buying weekly expiration options. All right. But again, I want my traders to focus on using options or shares with prop firm capital. Again, we use Surge Trader. Allows us to have access, for example, $100,000, you say the $100,000 account gives you access to 1,000 shares. Okay. You can trade 1,000 shares at any given time on a stock. Okay. So I want you to be in here in this case right here. Say you're in 200, make you 200 there. You get to re-enter when it goes back up to 246, grab you another 200 there. Bam. So in this situation here, you can very realistically, again, I'm not even counting the full $2 move that you got on, both of them. I'm just going to say you caught $1 here, $1 there. There's your $400, and then go on about your day. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You're just at $400 for that day, that you're averaging, if you average that per trading day, you're making, $100,000 a year. So yeah, last time I checked, that's good money. Okay. So if $100,000 is not good enough for you, then all I can ask you is how much are you making right now? And if you're making such great money, why do you need trading anyway? Okay. So it's like you're making so much money and you love what you're doing so much, then why do you need trading? So valid question to ask. So it's either one of two things. Either you love trading or you love the profit potential and how easy it is and the freedom that comes with it. Okay. So which is it? For me, it's, I love to trade. I love to trade, making in the profit, the fact you can do it anywhere and, how easily that you can, with the clicks of your buttons, to be able to make money, that's great too. But, at the end of the day, I really enjoy trading. I love, it is it's a challenge I look forward to every single day. And then on top of that, once you have strategies, guys, that absolutely give you an edge over the market, it makes the process even more enjoyable. So with that said, guys, that was Microsoft. Very nice there. The other one we took advantage of was Nvidia. So Nvidia, it's been very, very volatile. So today we played, I only sent it out. I didn't send it out for 430. I sent it out for 431. Okay. And the reason I sent it out for 431, because again, this thing is just moving so fast. And it's, for me, I would much rather play it safe, because again, I know the safest thing in the stock market is playing a $1 pushes through $5 increments, because I know it has to come back to them. Okay. So there's nothing higher probability. So anyway, with that said, we played the 431 this morning. Okay. $5 increment, ultimately also to a $10 increment, makes it even better. All right. So it gets up to 429. They pull it back. Okay. That was another sign where we were glad we went ahead and waited for 431, because they got up here a little bit into the 429s and then they fell through. Well, they come back up. All right. Come back up, break above that. And then bam, what do? Straight up to 431. And then from there, bam, they fall through the floor. Yep. $3 dump. $3 dump. Because again, guys, this spot right here, the $1 push through a $5 increment or a $10 increment is always going to be the make or break spot. It's always going to be the spot where they fall through the floor. Okay. Anywhere between this $5 increment and this $1 push, this range right here is always going to be the make or break for any move. It's either where they fall through the floor or they get support on top of this, and then off they go to the next $5 increment. It's that simple. It really is. Feel free to back test it. You will be utterly amazed. So with that said, that was Nvidia. And again, so you throw another $200 on right here, 200 shares. Okay. Catch another $1. There's you 200 more. So that's $600. Yeah. Very easy to grab up, $100, $200 off of these moves. So, and again, guys, this is realistic. This is something you can come into the market and do every single day. Okay. Now, some days there's going to be more opportunity than others, but again, you can find these setups every single day in the stock market. So with that said, hope this video helped you out. And if you have any questions, feel free to come to the server. Like I said, send out the entries and exits based on these plays, and be more than welcome to come and take advantage of it as well. So with that said, appreciate everybody that made it to the end of the video.